scheduled men's heavyweight 2V Child's Cup plus Stanford that just came back on. That Stanford crew had some breakage, and by the time we picked them up, the Tigers are clear out in front. So apologies for not picking up the first piece of this, but let's take a look at this incredibly impressive Penn Princeton crew. No, Penn's impressive. Well, let's take a look at this impressive Princeton crew that's out in front. Gotta love the stroke man, Paddy Shaw. From Melbourne, Australia. He's been a varsity guy here. There's been a couple of those guys that are in this 2V that have raced, predominantly with the 1V in their careers. Just showcases the incredible depth and competitive nature of this group up top. They look really, really clean. So you got Paddy Shaw up in the stroke seat, and then you've got a really interesting mix. You got three freshmen from Northern California in here. Tayden Landa, Tayden in the 7 seat, Ori Radwin in the 3, Eamon Moreland in the 2. Those three guys are freshmen from Marin, so obviously an incredibly impressive group that's come over to be able to pop into the top 16. Alex Perkins from Eaton, who was stroking this boat. Greg and staff made a switch between Paddy Shaw and Alex Perkins. Seems to be working for him. Alex is very impressive. Ed Nutt, the big man in the 5 seat. Ed from the Shore School in Sydney, incredibly physical, impressive, durable athlete here in the 5-man who's adding a lot of power and length. And then speaking of power and length, it's the pride of Chicago. It's the big man, Drew Wilkinson, incredibly physical guy, on the machine and on the water. Love seeing what Big Drew is doing here in the 4 seat. I am a Big Drew stan, as the kids say these days, guys.
They say that,
I love watching him go to work here. He's just so big and physical and powerful. He's moving his guys through, and they've got some open water. Keenan, talk to us about what else is going on in this race here behind the Tigers.
Yeah, really impressive start from the Tigers, Joe. Thank you for that. It looks like we have Penn in lane 3. They sit in second. They are holding off Stanford out in lane 4. Again, yeah, Stanford basing it a little bit lower, hoping that they're going to have a gear for the end here, similar to the last race we just saw, Penn able to get out over Stanford and then defend that lead. And then we have in the middle of the screen here in lane 2, Columbia, just slightly off the pace here. But it is the Tigers. It's been the Tiger heavies all day over the field, and it's no different in the second varsity 8.
Yep, last 250 meters for the Tigers here. Cox by Miley Organic. She's calling her crew up. They're going to do a little bit of a bump here just to, shake the dust off, get the cobwebs out, and see what they've got because, they're also going to be coming back out in just a couple hours for their dual race.
Yeah, to see an absolute beast of an opponent, right? So, you try to block that out of your mind and just row the race that you're in, right? Be present here, but everybody knows what the afternoon looks like. It's about as big as they come. So, let's take a look at the Stanford crew again. Talked about the depth of that staff, how impressed we are with what they bring to their athletes. Coxon, Kane, and Alford. The man from Nutrier there in the stroke seat, Danny Stevenson, Marcus Albrecht in 7, Tyler Murphy in 6, Hilton Harvey in 5, Casper Griffin in 4, Augie Frejo in 3, Mateo Emoto in 2, and Cal Berwick from the West Coast and Bow will round out as those boats all cross the line. And then here comes Columbia to round it out. So again, apologies for picking that up one a little bit late. We got a packed schedule and a little bit of break.